Good morning. I feel like I have to whisper because I don't know, when it's in the morning I try and be quiet. So I'm going to take the morning off and we're going to go up the mountains because I like going places when there's no people, and at 6:30 in the morning there does be hardly any people. But I'm hoping if I can get up to the mountains for 7, because I think the car park opens at 7, we should get a nice like sunrise. It's definitely going to be sunny and it's the first day in months since Christmas. I'm gonna go to, I think, TikTok because there's handy parking and it's a nice walk and I'll get a view of the coast. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a lovely walk and a little steep on the legs, but I think you like it. Now let's start a debate in the comments. There's Blondie. Teo or King? Just packing my sandwich, my scaldy little sandwich, for when I get to the top of the mountain. And I'll say, first of all, I am both. I loved Teo for years, but as my taste buds have changed, I crave really cheesy ones. And the King, I don't know if they changed the recipe because I don't remember them tasting like this years ago as a kid. I used to love Teo, but King is more like powdery cheesy. And I know what you're thinking. Are you gonna eat a ham sandwich at like 6 in the morning? Yes, I am. I'm actually just having a bowl of porridge, like Goldilocks, because you have to have a full belly up the mountain. It's actually going to be cold up the mountain. It is, I say mountain like it's a big huge mountain. It's not. How cold is it? 3 degrees. So I'm gonna have to bring my woolly hat. And then probably up the mountain, yeah, I think it's only to be 10 degrees at lunchtime. It's to be cold today, which is, God, April. She's chilly. But anyway, I'm gonna finish my porridge and then no bot hocking. We're going up the mountain. But yeah, Teo or King? Let the debate begin. That sun on my face. There's like 3 people up here, which is great, which is why we come up here. I'm going to try and leave as much of the sound on because the birds are just like 10 out of 10 this morning. Yeah, I had a bit of like anxiety, like to fly the cage. So you know when you like open a cage on like, so you open a bird's cage and they take a minute to like fly out and you're like, you have freedom, run or fly. Well, I had that same thing because I was like, Monday morning I'm going to get up and I'm going to go hiking, and it's now Tuesday, and yesterday I decided to work instead. And it's like I had that, oh God, like, well, the weather is nicer today anyway, but I did have that anxiousness to leave the cage that was maybe the 5k, I don't know, the cage that was my thoughts. But now that I'm out, I'm like, yes, this is medicinal for the soul. I think I'm going to continue with the trail because it only took me like half an hour, 20 minutes to walk up here. You can walk up and walk back, take in the view, but I'm going to continue with the fairy walk and complete the loop. So it's probably like another hour maybe, but we'll go up to, there's like this fairy thing and there's also rocks. So we'll go up there, make a wish, eat our sambo and continue with the trail. I'm like, I hope there's no like course for sitting on them, you know, or the fairies will get me. I think you can make a wish on this, but I don't know. There's a sign there, but it doesn't say. But I've seen people making wishes, so I'll make a wish, and I'll wish that the fairies don't get me for sitting on the rocks. So the view up here, behind me you have the coast, so you have like the Dublin coast, so if you come in on the plane, that's what you would see. And then over there we have Wicklow, and then over there you're just back into Dublin. So south, north, yeah, that way is north, that way is south. And you can see the Sugarloaf mountain from here. I'll give you a little look. That would be the Sugarloaf, and that's Wicklow, so that's not in our border. We're not allowed in there for the moment. Only 9:45. I wonder, would I make McDonald's for a hash brown and a coffee? I didn't eat my sandwich because I was like, actually, I'm not too hungry, but I'm starving now. So I'm like, can I get back to my local Mickey D's for coffee and a hash brown? Let's try. Pepsi. I have no explanation for why my hair is frizzy, but not only did I get back in time for a hash brown, your girl got the McMuffin too. My friend Karen, who I'm always going on about, it's Lovely Girly Bits if you follow her on Instagram. Karen and Joanne, we like chat every day. We have like a WhatsApp group, and Karen got me on toffee lattes. I know, Pepsi, you've been fed. Pepsi's doing what I'm doing. She's having 2 breakfasts today. You are a mood, Pepsi. Oh, that's a mood right there. To have my toffee latte, I was just saying how Karen got me hooked on toffee lattes in winter. It was like my little treat on a Friday. I'd go to drive-through because obviously they're not open, and I'd get a toffee latte. They're very sweet, very sweet. Anyway, I'm going to have my McMuffin. I feel like I need a little nap with the sunshine. So good. I have hit the wall. I had forgot that I had a call at 1 with, it was like a toothbrush brand, and they were talking about like sustainability, which was really good. Sometimes it's nice to get like a refresh on things like that and seeing like where things are. Now, first of all, I have cold tea, which is not good, but I do have something that I do want to share. And at first I was kind of reluctant because I think you hold off sharing things until it's in the bag. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to share a potential failure because this may go absolutely nowhere. So a couple of videos back, I think it might have been in February, I think it was like my office like DIY shelfie thing, and I was saying how I like buy pretty books. Actually, the book is here that I referenced at the time, that I buy pretty books because one day I would love to write a book, and I was saying how I will look at the pretty book and then I go, I can't do that, I can't do that. Well, I don't think they had saw my video where I said that, but for the past 2 weeks I have been getting up at 6 a.m. to write a book. I had a call with an Irish book publisher like last month in mid-March, and we just like had a conversation and they seemed so nice. It was with 2 ladies and they were like, you know what, submit a proposal. So now listen clearly, I do not have a book deal. What I've done for the past 2 weeks is pull together a book proposal, and I was like, my mind works at 6 a.m. when it comes to like writing and things that I really have to think, because you'll notice come this time of day, I'm like cold tea, can't speak, need a nap. That's just like my workflow. Some people are amazing at like nighttime. I'm amazing in the morning. I am an annoying morning person. Anyway, I got up at 6 for 2 weeks and I wrote. And I pulled together a book proposal. So I pulled together, it was just shy of 60 pages. So I had to come up with like the bones of the book. So like the contents and chapters, but like just roughly, not like set in stone. And I came up with, I had to do the introduction to each section and then a project for each section. And then like an introduction of the whole book, which was quite healing, you could say. It was quite like therapeutic. Like I said, I'm in like, I have a WhatsApp group with 2 other creatives, Joanne and Karen, and we hold each other like accountable and stuff, and each day I would kind of like share what I had wrote. So the news is I sent it off. I actually sent it off on Friday and I gave it to the girl to kind of read over the weekend, and she has submitted it to the editorial board. So this is just a proposal, and I think what happens next is the editorial board will have a read over it and they could say, no, not right now, this is shy. That's a complete option. And normally I would never share something like that because it makes me feel vulnerable, and I'm like, do you know what, maybe we need to see more people sharing their potential failure than sharing the win. Either way, it was a really good exercise to just make the proposal. And I think even if they say, you know what, no, we don't want to take this, not right now, I think I'm going to continue writing. Even if it's like 2 days a week that I just get up at 6 and I do 2 more like pieces or for the thing. Because if you think about it, by the end of the year, if I kept adding weekly to that, I would have like a 200, 250 page like book, and I could self-publish. And I think that's the amazing thing about the digital age, as like painful as it can be at times. You can like just put your own stuff out there, do you know? Like years ago you had to ask a television person to put you on the screen, and I can do it myself. So anyway, I just thought I would share that with you, and I'll let you know if anything like comes of it. I don't know how it kind of works then. The one thing they did say was books take forever. So they were like, you know, if you have like a successful kind of proposal, it's like 2023. Like, I had 60 pages done in 2 weeks, I'll have this out in 6 months. But there's so much that goes into it, so I totally understand. And then obviously I want to have new stuff for the book, so, you know. But again, it might not even get past the line. You know what, with a little bit of, you know, I believe in like divine timing, and even if it doesn't come to fruition now, maybe down the line it will, if it's meant to be. But I just thought I'd share that because it was a really good exercise. So if you too have been thinking about doing something, just set yourself aside the time, whether it's getting up at 6, that's just how I work. Maybe you need to stay up an hour later, I don't know. But yeah, I hope it gives you a little bit of inspo to just do something and not be afraid to share the potential failure. So if this goes nowhere, I don't mind. I'll just come on and say they said no, and I'll just keep writing, and then I'll self-publish. And even if only 5 people buy it, that's 5 more than none. Now, I actually need to do some work. On that call, actually, they were talking about sustainability and using examples, and one of them was like pollinating plants in the garden, and I'm like, girl, I'm all over that. I need to go and get some wood because I think I want to make a bee hotel. Like Karen said this, I say an Airbnb. An Airbnb, like B&B, yeah, you get me. So I need to make lunch and go get wood, and also my flower subscription box came, so I think I'm going to do a little pretty unboxing of that because I just love the flowers. Hello, I was going to end my vlog, but then I was like, no, I'm going to the garden centre. I'm robed up. It's now Friday, I'm going to the garden centre and I will try and vlog a little bit. There is pots in this garden centre that have bees on them. And me and Karen have also arranged, so you're not allowed to meet up in anybody's garden. You are allowed to meet up with one other household in a public setting, like outside. Just don't be going into gardens. So I was like, Karen, I'm going to the garden centre at 9 in the morning. And she's like, yeah, me too. So I have some crafty bits that I need to give her, and she's going to give me some seeds. So I will let you know what I find in the garden centre before I end the vlog. I need to restrain myself and not buy more plants, but we know how this goes. I may have not been able to practice restraint in the garden centre. I may have purchased pots that had bees on them and I may have purchased some more plants. So, I know I only did a plant haul last week, but here's another one. But I'll try and keep it quick and I'll just show you what I got and cut to the point. I had no self-control, but I'm like, the pubs are still closed. I mean, you could spend 100 quid in the pub or you could spend 100 quid on plants. And that's just the energy right now. So, I mean, Pepsi's judging me. Like, how do you feel about my pot buying, Pepsi? Do you have anything to say? Okay. Let's start with the pots. So I got 2 of these bee pots. Now, they didn't have many left, so in Malahide Garden Centre, because Karen had bought these and she was like, oh, the bee pots. But there wasn't many left, but I did ask and I think they're getting like a delivery next week, she said. So I got 2 because I like to buy pairs. So we've got 2 bee pots and they just have like little bees on them. They're so cute, and that was the only colour they had, but I know Karen's one I think was a different colour. So then I got this because I am doing a bee project for like next week's DIY video. So I got this to turn into like a drinks thing for insects, and I got pebbles. And I know what you're thinking, you totally could have you could have robbed pebbles off the beach, but for convenience I got some pebbles, and I liked the 2 tones of pebbles. So I got 2 things of pebbles and I got a tray. I originally wanted a terracotta, but they didn't have plates, which I've noticed in a lot of garden centres. They'll have the terracotta pots, but they won't have the plates. So anyway, I got this instead. So this, oh, also, Karen gave me some seeds. These are Cosmo seeds, and she was like, it looks like I've just given you drugs. I can assure you they are not. They are little parcels of seeds. So I think there's Cosmo seeds. She gave me some Dahlia seeds, and I think Gypsophilia as well. I got just 2 more larger terracotta pots because I have like, oh, I need to fill it in on my seeds as well over there. But I got, why did I get these? There's something that I need that needs a deeper, larger pot, and you know me, I love the terracotta pots. That's it for pots. So then plants. Let me see. Okay, I'll start with these little guys. These were only like 4 for like €10. Sorry, my camera is not zooming in. So these are Bracom. I can never pronounce the name, but look at the little daisy flower on them. I just thought they were so cute. So I got 2 of the pinky colour. Sorry, the blue colour, and I think this one is like a little, like a dainty pink. Let me see if that'll zoom in. Like, how cute is that? It's really pretty. And then, oh, I got this lavender. I have lavender already in the garden, but it's white flowering, and I don't have any like white flowering. It just like caught my eye, and it also has like a slightly different scent. So I'll give you a sneak peek, but if you can see outside, I have been putting together next week's DIY, which is the bee house, and I just wanted to get some flowers that are already in seed, like in bloom and a bit more established, so that I could put them around the house. So I got some lavender Arctic Snow because it has a white like flower on it. Then, oh, I got this because I just like it looks a bit like a stalk or something. I bought this to pop into a pot because I thought it would look really nice styled with the bee house, and also double up as a pretty flower. And then that's just another one of these. Oh, they're different. This is called Bacopa. They were 4 for $10 anyway, and then Bracombe. Then I got 2 dahlias, and I noticed, I don't know where I read it, but to get dahlias that are not too like pom-poms, because the bees need to be able to get in the middle, and I tried to go for colours where like they were really prominent, like orange and vibrant, so it would attract a bee. But I know dahlias are not most practical for bees, especially the pom-pom ones, which is why I went for like this colour. So I thought that was pretty, and I also got a white one as well because I thought they would make like really nice cut flowers as well. And then, so surprised to see this guy in the garden centre, but hang on, a sunflower. Like, it's April, and sunflowers are generally like much later in the season, so I picked this up again because it's gonna look cute styled with the bee house, but also it's practical as well, and I can keep the seeds as well. So when this starts to kind of like die off, I will collect the seeds, because that's what Karen did with hers. And then last thing I got is a bird feeder. This one is for the like the energy balls, the fat balls. I feel really bold saying that. And one of the reasons why I got these ones is because it's metal. So if you see, it's like, those green plastic ones I think need to be taken off the market, because the ones that I have, all of them, the lids have fallen off, and I think it's really dangerous for the birds. So I got this one because there's a metal lid on it, and it's easy to clean as well. As you can see at the bottom, you can take it out, because it's really important to like clean your bird feeder. And I like having a mix of the energy balls and the seed as well, because I get different like birds. So yeah, I got that one as well. I think that was only €10, and it's nice and sturdy, and it should last longer than the other ones. Now, I was just giving my seedlings a drink, but the ones that I said were struggling to germinate have started to give me some life. So I don't know if you can see the little dot there. I have a dot here, some here. So I've started to get some germination on those ones. Because if you watched my flower pot haul video from like last Sunday, you would have seen that I was struggling to get those ones to germinate, but a lot of you guys had said that like dahlias just take ages and to like persevere. Sorry, I'm not in shot. And hang on, okay, you can see me now, and I also have fresh cup of tea. Yeah, thank you guys who gave me just tips on the dahlia seeds, because I thought maybe I got a dud packet. And what gardener doesn't? It happens, doesn't it? But I have signs of germination. Now I know I have dahlias over there. I'll have enough dahlias to fill the road, but I suppose that's the good thing about gardening. You can just pass on plants that you've successfully grown. I'll pass them into my neighbours. They love their garden as well. So I am going to end this week's vlog because I have my lunch in the oven. I hope you liked my just randomness for this Sunday's random. We've got hiking, we've got potential books, we've got garden centres and plants. Story of my life. It's Friday actually, and tonight is Gardener's World. Live for it. Live for it. It's the highlight of my week. When Monty Don gives me the jobs for the week, I'm on it. I'm on it. So I'm gonna have my lunch and then I have to finish actually next week's DIY video. I think you're gonna like it. So I have to chop up some bamboo and yeah, plant some plants for that. Yeah, I look forward to sharing that video with you, and I hope you enjoyed this week's extra just random video. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys got a bit of freedom this week, especially in the UK, and I've seen you on social media going to the hairdressers, going to the pubs. I'm very envious. All we've got in Ireland is out of our 5k, but you know what, I'll take it. All I need is a garden centre and I'm happy. Enough waffling. I will see you all in Thursday's video and in the comments below then as well, and share with me if you had a little treat this week. And yeah, I'll see you in Thursday's video.